Recently, many Americans have joined discussions on RedNote, a popular Chinese social media platform, debating issues like healthcare, education, and public services. To their surprise, they realize that freedom doesn't always guarantee affordability, especially in healthcare. Some people even admitted that despite China's flaws, at least they don't have to go into debt to afford an ambulance ride. This raises an important question. What makes a political system effective, and how do different systems handle challenges? As an ordinary Chinese citizen, I'd like to share my perspective and explain why I believe the one-party system is often misunderstood and not as bad as some media reports suggest. Before we dive in, let's get one thing straight. No political system is perfect. Whether it's a one-party or multi-party system, they are both managed by humans. And humans? We are selfish, emotional, and love pointing fingers. Every system, no matter how well designed, relies on people to operate it, and where there are people, there will always be loopholes. Many will always find ways to exploit the system for personal gain. In addition, society is constantly evolving. Just like technology, political systems need updates. For example, in 2008, the iPhone 3G was revolutionary, but today, it can't even run Spotify properly. Political systems face similar challenges. They must adapt to changing times. Multi-party systems allow citizens to choose their leaders, but they sometimes bring policy instability. When the conflict escalates, every new administration wants to undo what the previous one did, turning national policies into a never-ending tug-of-war. Take the U.S. healthcare system as an example. Obama introduced the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, aiming to improve healthcare accessibility. Was it perfect? No, but at least it was a step in the right direction. Then Trump came in and reversed many of those policies, largely due to partisan conflicts. Instead of refining the system, it became a political battleground. In multi-party systems, policy changes can create instability, making it difficult to implement long-term solutions. The constant back and forth in U.S. healthcare reform has left many Americans struggling to keep up with the shifting policies and costs. One key advantage of a one-party system is policy stability and execution power. Unlike multi-party systems, where policies change with every new election, one-party governance allows long-term projects to continue without political interference. This stability is crucial for achieving large-scale, transformative goals. For example, China's infrastructure projects often follow decades-long development plans. High-speed rail networks, urban development, and poverty alleviation programs demonstrate how consistent governance can lead to tangible results. Meanwhile, the HS2 high-speed rail project in the UK, originally planned in 2009, has faced multiple budget increases, political debates, and endless revisions. The constant policy shifts caused by changing governments have made it challenging to complete long-term projects. At this rate, by the time it's finished, we might all be commuting in flying cars. This ability to execute long-term plans efficiently is one of the strengths of a one-party system. It ensures that policies are not just debated but actually implemented, producing concrete results. Chinese people love learning from history, and history shows us that endless political infighting can weaken a nation. Take the late Ming Dynasty as an example. Two major factions dominated the government. The Donglin Party, scholars and officials advocating moral reform. The Eunuch Party, officials led by powerful eunuchs. At first glance, this sounds like checks and balances. In reality, it was a never-ending fight for dominance. One tragic example is Xiong Tingbi, a respected military leader who played a crucial role in defending northern China from external threats. Due to intense political competition, he was given responsibility without real authority, ultimately leading to the loss of Guangning to invaders. Following this failure, he was imprisoned and later executed under false accusations of corruption and incompetence. This political infighting not only undermined the military's effectiveness, but also created a climate of fear among talented officials, discouraging them from taking decisive action. Ironically, this political competition continued until the end of the dynasty. This historical example underscores a major flaw in multi-party systems. When factions prioritize political battles over national well-being, the entire system becomes stuck. Economic growth can temporarily mask these conflicts, but when growth stagnates, competing interests may become irreconcilable. Critics often argue that one-party systems breed corruption, but here's the thing: corruption exists in every system. It's how you fight it that matters. China has established strict anti-corruption institutions, such as the Discipline Inspection Commission and the Supervisory Commission. Their job? Catching corrupt officials and holding them accountable no matter how high-ranking they are. Unlike some Western politicians who legalize corruption, in China, corrupt officials are more likely to end up starring in an anti-corruption documentary. Although anti-corruption efforts still have limitations, these documentaries, often watched by millions, serve as a warning. If you abuse power, you'll end up as the villain in a primetime show. Take the case of Zhou Yongkang, a former high-ranking official who was sentenced to life imprisonment for corruption. His downfall sent a clear message to the entire system: no one is above the law. Some worry that without elections, a one-party system could lead to unchecked power. However, China has been addressing this concern by strengthening internal oversight, enhancing public accountability, and implementing a system of multi-party cooperation and political consultation. While the Communist Party is the ruling party, other political parties actively participate in governance and policy-making, playing a crucial role in democratic supervision. This ensures that diverse perspectives are heard and that the government remains responsive to public concerns. By combining strict supervision with institutional reforms, China has demonstrated that a one-party system can combat corruption and maintain stability not through more ruling parties, but through more effective enforcement and inclusive political consultation. Both one-party and multi-party systems have strengths and weaknesses. For China, the one-party system has provided stability, efficiency, and long-term planning, things that many multi-party systems struggle to achieve. Chinese governance emphasizes experience and practical leadership. The saying, "A prime minister must start in a county, and a great general must start in the ranks," highlights the importance of grassroots experience. In contrast, some Western leaders rise to power without direct governance experience, leading to a disconnect between policy and reality. By refining its governance model and learning from both history and practice, China has shown that a well-structured one-party system can be both stable and effective. Many people criticize China's governance model without acknowledging its successes. But let's be honest, a system that delivers results and earns public trust must be doing something right. Meanwhile, the US is facing growing challenges in governance. Can a system designed in the 18th century evolve fast enough for 21st century problems? Or can multi-party systems adapt to meet modern needs? What do you think? Would you trade some political freedom for better stability and efficiency? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.